Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Fitzmore TV here, aka Jalorn33, and I wanted to make this video to give you guys my thoughts on everything happened with NBA free agency, man. You know, I was gonna do a video where I went through every single move, but legit, there's been like 1,000 moves happening tonight in the NBA, so legit, I can't. It would be a waste of my time. It wouldn't be a waste of time. It would just be a really long video. So I just thought I would just try to break down my thoughts on most of these free agent signings in smaller separate videos. Starting off with the Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, there's some people that don't look at him as a tier 1 free agent. I think he's a tier 1 player in this league. Not a superstar, but to me, he's like the bridge between all-star and superstar. So I would put him as like a star. I would put him as so probably around he's like a 4.5 star player in my opinion. I don't think you can win a championship with Jimmy Butler as your number one option, but that's just my opinion. But we're hearing everything that Jimmy Butler wanted to sign with the Heat. He was gonna tell Heat officials that he was planning to sign with the Heat, but at the end of the day, the Sixers decided just to do a sign and trade, which we're seeing a lot of tonight. All right, a lot of sign and trades happening. These teams, if the players want to leave, if the players want to walk and sign with another team, they're able to do that. But they're gonna try to get at least a player or two out of it. And it makes sense from the perspective of the team that's losing the player. But Jimmy Butler going to Miami, once again I don't think Miami will be that good even with Jimmy Butler. I can see them being a 7 or 8 seed in the East. A little bit over 500 maybe. But they can definitely maybe be higher, maybe a 6th or 5th seed if Juan Whiteside comes back and be the Juan Whiteside he was a couple years ago. But I do know they also just lost Josh Richardson because Richardson was part of this sign and trade deal that just went down. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But also, Al Horford. All my Celtics fans, this is probably going to piss you off a lot. We heard a couple weeks ago that Al Horford was planning to leave the Boston Celtics because the Celtics could not get a long-term extension done with him. Even though both parties at the time wanted to work towards getting a long-term deal done. But somewhere along the line, the bridge became too wide, and Horford decided, I'm just going to leave and re-sign somewhere else. And we've heard, based on what Horford's camp has said, that Horford wants to play for a legit contender. He wants to contend for a championship. Well, honestly, where else would have been better but the Boston Celtics? The East is going to be significantly weakened because I believe Kawhi is going to sign with either the Clippers or the Lakers at this point. That's what I think is going to happen no matter what, But that's what's going to happen. But now, you look at it all and you put it into perspective, and Al Horford just signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. Which pisses me off a lot because I'm a Celtics fan. Not only, you have that Boston-Philadelphia rivalry. We know, the history behind that. But one thing is, Al Horford, went to the 76ers, the team that plays in the same division as the Boston Celtics, the same conference as the Celtics, and he went to a rival team. So Boston fans are the next time Al Horford comes to the Garden in a Philadelphia 76ers uniform, he's definitely gonna hear it from the Boston faithful. And you guys know Boston fans are absolutely nuts. But it pisses me off thinking about it because Al Horford, he's a great player. All right, part of me looked at him as the glue that kept the Celtics together throughout the season. He was like the heart and soul of that team. And now, yes, I think the Celtics will be fine, especially now that we got Kemba, which I really love. He's going to be a really good replacement for Kyrie. Kemba's not better than Kyrie at the end of the day, but he's a really good replacement. He's like the closest thing you're going to get to Kyrie in free agency. But you look at the Celtics starting 5 lineup now. You got Kemba. You're either going to start Hayward or Jaylen Brown at the 2. You got Tatum at the 3. And possibly there's a rumor saying we could get Enes Kanter, or maybe there's some other forward we could trade for. But I wouldn't mind Enes Kanter being here. He hustles. He works hard. And at the 5, I really think I'm a strong supporter. I really believe Taco Fall is gonna, bust in summer league, and then you put him with like Hakeem Olajuwon or Kevin McHale to learn some post moves, and he'll be fine. Imagine the pick and roll with Kemba Walker and Taco Fall. And Taco Fall, he's 7'7", right? I believe. Taco Fall got a jumper. He has a deadly mid range. So I definitely think that could be a deadly starting five for the Celtics. I feel like the Celtics will be fine. I don't, the expectations next year, I would say, I think this is a team that can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's going to be, the parity in the league is going to be great unless Kawhi joins the Lakers. If Kawhi joins the Lakers, then the next two seasons, the next two NBA seasons are just wasted seasons in my opinion. But hey, we'll have to see how it all goes down. But I really think that the Celtics will be fine. It's gonna be them, the Bucks. The Bucks just lost Malcolm Brogdon to the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers are gonna be really good next year, but they just lost what's his name? Bogdanovich, I believe his name. They just lost him to the Jazz. So, and I don't think Malcolm Brogdon's a better player than Bogdanovich, but we'll have to wait and see. Especially the Pacers are going to lose a lot of size there. But we'll have to wait and see how that works. The Pacers will be good next year, but they just lost Bogdanovich, Darren Collison, their starting point guard, just retired. Victor Oladipo, he's coming off a major knee injury, so I think he's going to bust, but, it's going to be interesting to see. But honestly, in the East, and if Kawhi doesn't stay in Toronto, which I don't think he will, I think it's just going to be a a three-horse for the Eastern Conference crown next year. The Bucks aren't going to be as good, even though, they still have most of their pieces, but losing Brogdon, that's a big piece for them. The Bucks won't be as strong. The Celtics, you can argue all day if they got better or if they're the same. I don't think they got worse. But the Sixers, they just re-signed Tobias Harris as well. So I don't know what to think about that in itself. All right, Tobias Harris. There's like so much going through my mind right now. It's pretty damn cluttered. But I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. If Ben Simmons, actually learns how to shoot correctly, he comes up with a jumper, then we'll talk. Then we'll talk. The Sixers then could become the favorites out in the East. But until I see Ben Simmons with a jumper, I'm not putting them ahead. I'm not putting them ahead of the Bucks. I'm not putting them ahead of the Celtics. All right, but legit, the parity in this league looks really great. I hate Kyrie now with a burning passion after what he did to the Celtics this season. But he got lucky getting KD in my opinion. But he won't have KD next year. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what you do if you're Brooklyn, because do you go hard next year trying to develop the chemistry between Kyrie and these other players, or do you just take it easy, take it easy for a season, knowing that KD will be there next season once he heals from his ACL injury? I don't know. I have no idea what you do, but that's my thoughts on most of the free agent moves. I haven't said much about the Kevin Durant situation because it is what it is. It's a big move, but it's not really going to go into effect for another year. I really just want to see where Kawhi goes at this point. Kawhi could be the deal breaker of the whole league. Kawhi, a lot of people say Kawhi brought balance back to the NBA. Yes, you could say that he did, but if he goes to the Lakers, what balance is there? What the balance is gone just like that. You got three of the top 5 players in the league on one team. It doesn't matter who they face. That's an OP team in itself. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think of these NBA free agency moves. Jimmy Butler going to the Miami Heat. Al Horford side with the 76ers, man. It seems like everybody's going to a different team this year. Al Horford, man, I loved you at first, but now you're an op to me. You go to the 76ers. You go to a rival team of my C's, man. So, But, other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. You do think the 76ers are now the favorites now in the East? Now you got, Simmons, Embiid, Horford, and Tobias Harris. You guys think the Celtics are now the favorites? Now that they got Kemba Walker, and they're probably going to get at least one more big-name player. Or what do you guys think? The Bucks. The Bucks haven't really made any moves other than re-signing Middleton and letting Broughton go. Well, what do you guys think? I think those are still the big three teams in the East. But hey, we'll have to wait and see how that all works out. And then that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, guys. Peace.